guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another zodiac video and I'm going to be doing a video on the signs when they are upset. So I don't want to get this too similar to my other video, which is the signs when they're pissed off, but I'm just talking about when they're like sad / upset. So yeah. Another thing that I want to introduce, I don't know if you guys watched my last one where I was introducing like the 10 things thing. Today I want to start something where like you guys choose what I'm posting. So every now and then I'll just choose it because like it's my channel, I do what I want. I'm totally kidding. So every now and then I'll choose it just when I feel like it, but I feel like it'd be kind of cool if you guys are the ones that tell me what you want to see because you guys are the one watching. This is how it's gonna work. You guys are gonna follow me on either Instagram, doesn't matter, you don't have to do both. It's not a contest. Preferably the Amateur Guru, just because like that's like where I have all my YouTube stuff. So yeah, so you're gonna follow me and then you're gonna DM me and you're gonna tell me what you want to see. So I'm basically just gonna have my DMs full of ideas and I'm just gonna choose one every week. It's that easy. So you can send it to me multiple times if you want. Like if you send it one week and I didn't do it that week, send it to me next week. Just keep sending me ideas for zodiac stuff because I think it'd be really cool to give you guys what you want to see because you guys are the ones that are subscribed to me to watch it. So yeah. Another thing, thank you for 2,000. I don't know if I said that already. I did, but thank you again. I really appreciate it. Today I'm talking about the signs when they are upset, and if you want to get started on sending me different ideas, go ahead, do that right now. Instagram's down below, and I probably put on the screen by this point. Back to the signs when they're upset. I keep getting off track. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is when they're upset. Oh my god, I had a Sagittarius friend who was always upset. Like she was just, I feel like Sagittarius are often upset. They're very emotional. When they're upset, they don't want to talk to anybody. They don't want to tell you what's wrong. They're stubborn. Like you can be like, no, you can talk to me. Listen, I'll help you. And they will not fucking open their mouth. They just won't say anything. They're just going to be like, nope. Nope, they won't budge. They will not talk to you. They get upset quite easily. I think it's because they're a little bit sensitive. People like to say that Sagittarius are not emotional. Sagittarius like to say that they're not emotional, but they are. I'm sorry. Like, I've never met one that's not emotional in some way. It's just a known thing. They're just emotional people. It's okay. A lot of people are emotional. Yeah, they just don't like to talk about their feelings. After it happens, you might get it out of them when they're okay, but it doesn't happen often. The reason why I feel is because Sagittarius often feel like they're upset for no reason. Like they feel like no one's gonna be like sympathetic towards them. No one's gonna help them. No one's gonna understand them. So they just feel like it's stupid. Like there's no point in me telling you how I feel. You're not gonna get it. Blah blah blah. So they just don't bother telling you, and it's not really good for them. But it is what it is. Capricorns when they're upset. Sorry, I didn't mean to make that face. You guys know how I feel about Capricorns. I'm sorry. You guys are lovely people, I'm sure. Maybe I'll meet some better ones. Yeah, Capricorns when they're upset, they don't like to be seen. They don't want people to see them cry. They don't want people to see them upset. They don't want people to see them feeling emotional. They just don't want to be seen. I think it has to do with their pride. It takes a decent amount to get a Capricorn truly upset. I've never really upset. When everyone seems to think that like I was heartbroken by a Capricorn. No, I've never even been heartbroken. I just don't vibe with them. But yeah, Capricorns, when they're upset, they just don't talk about it. They don't talk about their feelings. They either isolate themselves or they just act like everything's okay because they just want to seem like perfect, I guess. However, if they're not acting like they're in a good mood, you might know that they're in a bad mood, but they won't really tell you. They're just going to be like really moody and they're going to kind of like drain the room of its energy. Like if they're upset, it's like everyone around them kind of has to be upset sometimes. It can go both ways. So that's something that I don't like. Like they're kind of vibe killers at times. Yeah. So Aquariuses, you guys know I'm an Aquarius. Fuck, I forgot my necklace again. What else is new? I want to put it on. I'm gonna put it on. Okay, I'm like really sad because I can't find it and that's not cool. I'm getting some in the mail though for the contest, so whatever. Anyways, Aquariuses when we are upset. Aquarius is when we're upset. It's not pretty. Okay, it can go a variety of different ways. The first thing that we do when we're upset, that every Aquarius, including myself, do is we isolate ourselves. Like, not like the Capricorn though. Like we try and disappear. So we don't answer texts, we don't answer calls. If we had plans, we don't follow through with them. We don't see anybody. We delete our social media at times. Like, I do this very often. If I don't feel like talking to anybody, I'll just delete my Facebook, deactivate something like my Snapchat, my Instagram, or whatever, and I'll just like disappear, or I just won't post, or I won't log in. Like, I deactivated my Facebook because I use it a lot now. I deactivated it for like a good like 4 months because I just didn't want to talk to anybody. I blocked a bunch of people's numbers so that they couldn't call me. We just isolate ourselves and we try and disappear. I think that what we're trying to do is like see if people care, and we want to see if someone's gonna find a way to reach out to us, and then when they do, we're gonna be like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, we're just like really fucking complicated. I don't understand us, to be honest, because I do this all the time. So that's one way you'll know an Aquarius is upset. Another way you'll know is if we're like just off in our own zone really often. Like, if we are spending time with you and you just see us zoned into our music, or just like staring off into space, not saying anything, or just like out of it, that's how you'll know. If we laugh a lot, if we're in like an exceptionally amazing mood, we're laughing at every stupid thing you can possibly think of, like the things that are not even funny, we're quite often upset. It's really strange. I think it's a defense mechanism. If you see an Aquarius laughing like insanely at nothing, we're probably upset. It takes a lot for us to cry, I would say. But yeah, we get really sensitive and defensive when we're upset. So if we're like defensive at everything you say, we have something going on in our heads that's not right. Pisces, this one's gonna be short because you just know when a Pisces is upset. Like, they wear their heart on their sleeve. Like, you know what they're feeling, you know what they're thinking a lot of the times. They are creative, so if you see them like being really creative, like drawing more than usual, singing more than usual, doing something more than usual, like, they're probably upset because they're using that as their outlet, like their emotional outlet. They're emotional, so they'll be crying a lot, or they'll just be telling you like, I'm really upset. Like, they tell you how they feel. I'm sorry for the Pisces, like, if you feel like you can't relate and this is really short. I just feel like Pisces, you know when they're upset because they wear their heart on their sleeve, and it's just really obvious because you guys are really emotional. I still love you guys though, even though I have had bad experiences with many. I just think that you guys always are just, I just think you guys wear your feelings. So Aries. When Aries are upset, they like to make you feel like everything's your fault. I've noticed that. Sorry if I'm wrong to the Aries, but you know, this is what I've experienced. They just like to make you feel bad for some reason. I think it helps them, like, they don't intentionally do it. They don't want to make you feel bad, but I think that it makes them feel a little bit more justified in what they're feeling if they kind of put it on you. And then later on, they'll usually apologize for it, or they'll just kind of like make it better somehow, like, because they kind of know after if they like did something. But I feel like they tend to make other people feel a little bit bad, maybe so that they can be more sympathetic towards them. I don't know what it is, but that's what I've noticed with a lot of Aries. Aries, when they're upset, they also tend to be really on edge. Little things will set them off. Yeah, that's them on a normal day, but like, it's really intense when when they're in their mood. Like, everything will either make them cry, make them yell, make them scream. Like, it just, their emotions are super heightened when they're upset. Like, everything is just kind of like enhanced. So yeah. Taurus, when they're upset, they don't talk. They don't talk much. They just nod their head. You ask them what's wrong? Nothing. Are you okay? I'm fine. Like, they're just really chill. You will either think they're just in a bad mood, or you'll just kind of be like, okay, I'm having a good day. Like, you know, you'll never really know when they're like sad. Like, they're just really quiet. Tauruses are pretty chill for the most part. They don't talk too much. Some of them do talk a lot, but when they're upset, I feel like they don't talk about their feelings. You can't really get them to talk much unless you're really close to them, then they'll kind of let you in. But yeah, I feel like that's how they are. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They're just different. Tauruses are really interesting. I haven't seen that many upset. That's the thing. Like, I know many. I used to not know any, but now I know a lot, and I don't think I've made any of them really upset. I've just kind of seen them when they're not in the best mood. So it's hard for me to speak on that. I should read more about that because, yeah. Hello? Hi. Sorry, I got cut off there. Someone came home randomly. I don't really know what I was saying, but I think I was talking about how I don't really know Tauruses that well. But yeah, they don't, I don't know. I don't know what I was saying, and I'm sorry. Oh, one more thing to add on is that Tauruses can be quite defensive. I think that they have that trait as well, that they get defensive when they're upset, kind of like the Aquarius. So like you say something small and like they just kind of like defend themselves, and you're like, whoa, like I didn't mean it like that. So that's kind of a sign that they're upset, but I don't feel like they take their feelings out on you in any way. Like I don't think that, like, Tauruses are not big on emotions. Like they're just very chill, mellow people. Like I don't know, I like Tauruses. They're really chill. Gemini. Geminis are crazy. Oh, text. Geminis are crazy. Geminis are the type of people that they throw fits. Like they're like wild. Their emotions are not crazy, but like when something happens, they feel it. Like if they're upset, they're upset. If they're angry, they're angry. Like they're not someone that gets upset really easily, but when they are, it's like, whoa, like you're dramatic. Like they're a little bit dramatic. Geminis are like dramatic. Yeah, I just feel like when they're upset, they just make it known. Like, hey guys, I'm fucking sad. Like, hey guys, I'm angry. Like, it's really weird. I don't know. Geminis are crazy. I always say this about them. Geminis and Aries, crazy people, okay? Crazy. When they're upset, it can go two ways. Okay, so they have like that first phase where they're just like really upset and like whatever, and like you don't know what's going on because you're like, whoa, what's happening? But then they get to that mellow phase where they just want to talk, and you can have a really good talk and they're gonna get really real with you, and they don't really hold back. That's what I like about Gemini. It's like if something's wrong, you'll know. They're like real, but they're also fake. It's so weird. It's so hard to describe a Gemini. Like they're such an interesting sign. Like they're so fake at times because they just have two personalities, and it's like, oh my god, like who are you? But they're also so real in the sense that they give you like who they are. Like take it or leave it, love it or hate it. Like I really like that about Geminis. And they're really like themselves with you, like whatever version of themselves they want to be, they are themselves, and they're really real with you, so you can have good conversations. I should do a video on just Gemini. I'll get there. Yeah, I'll get there, my 10 things, but oh, it's in a year. But they're so interesting. They're so weird. So yeah, when they're sad, you can have a really good conversation with them. They'll tell you what they're feeling, why they're feeling that way, and this is if you're close to them. They're not going to tell you if you're just a stranger. They're just like, I don't know, they're easy to talk to, and they're easy to deal with when they're upset. Once you've gotten past that like psychotic phase, then they're pretty easy to talk to, and I don't mind it. Like I like helping Geminis out. I like Geminis. I get along with them really well, although they're a little bit crazy and I'm skeptical. They're really cool. Cancers, they're like the Pisces. They're emotional. Cancers, okay, this is the thing. You'll know when they're upset, but they're not going to tell you. No. It'll take them a long time. So you're going to do little things that will make them upset. Like they're going to be really hurt by you, but they're not going to tell you. Instead, they're going to act towards you in certain ways. Like they might be a little bit like bitter with you or something, like over time, even when you guys are good, but you're going to not know why, or you might not even notice, but inside they're going through some shit in their head. They're upset, you upset them, and they're not feeling you right now, but they're not going to tell you. They're going to see everything you do, and it's going to make them even more and more upset. They're not going to say anything. They're going to probably try and act normal if they can, or they'll have that little bitterness. But if they're acting normal, it'll just get them more and more built up inside, and it's going to go, and it's going to explode. And eventually they are going to unleash all of their problems on you, all of their problems with you, everything they have going on in their head. It takes a while, but it's going to happen. It is going to happen. So if you know you're taking advantage of a Cancer, which is something that they feel quite often, don't do it, because it's, first of all, it's not fucking nice, okay? Second of all, because you're gonna get it like 100 times worse. Like eventually, it's gonna take a while because they constantly feel like their feelings are not validated. Does that make sense? Their feelings are not valid. I don't know. It's just they have a lot going on in their heads, so just don't take advantage of one. But there's a lot of ways to upset them. They get upset really easily because of their like self-esteem and stuff, but I don't know, it's easy to upset a Cancer. It is, because they're really emotional. So just be wary of their feelings and just try and keep track of what you're doing to them so that you know if they're like holding everything in internally, because this will happen. And when it happens, just, I don't know, accept it, go with it, because they can get mean. Leos, when they're upset, I have to be so careful what I say about Leos because these guys like hate me. Okay, if you watch my Why I Hate Your Sign video, you'll know. If you go to the comments, like, everyone that doesn't like me is a fucking Leo. Even though I see some bad things about Capricorns and Scorpios, they don't really say much. The Leos though, like, they have to tell me how they feel and why they're upset at what I've said, and like, it's just really intense. Like, I just don't like Leos too much. I don't know. Okay, let's put this video on pause for a second. Do you guys like it or hate it when I give you my opinion on the signs? Like, should I just be completely unbiased, keep my mouth shut as to what I'm... No. Never mind. I was gonna ask you guys, but like, you know what? This is how I feel. This is my channel. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. I hope what you guys hear, you guys don't take personally. I really do hope so, because number one, I don't know you, like, personally, so I'm not talking about you specifically. Like, when I say mean things or things that I don't like about your sign, I'm talking about people that I've encountered and things that I've read and all the people that I know of the sign. Like, so please don't take it personally. I'm really sorry if you do. Like, I give every sign a chance when I meet them. It's not like I meet a Leo, I'm like, I hate you, don't talk to me, we can't be friends. No, like, I like certain people, of course, but yeah, anyways, I don't know why I stopped my little thing for that, because I'm gonna post what I want to say on this channel, and I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna tell you guys how I feel about each sign when I feel like saying it. If I don't, I won't. It's not gonna be a video of my feelings, but yeah, sorry about that. I kind of went off. Anyways, Leos. My favorite. So Leos like to tell you how they feel. Like, okay, this is the thing, they don't and they do. It's so complicated. Okay, so I know a lot of Leos that, like, they have a lot of pride, right, because of their ego. Like, they're Leos. So when you upset them and, like, you tell them, like, listen, I'm sorry about what I did, they'll be like, no, it's fine. It's okay. No, you didn't do anything. It's okay, I'm fine. No, like, I'm really sorry. Like, I really didn't mean to hurt you. No, I'm okay. Trust me, I'm fine. Like, I went to the club on the weekend and I'm okay. Like, I'm fine. And it's just like, okay, we know you're not okay. Like, we know it. Like, you're not fine. Like, just not fine. It gets really complicated. So that's one situation. Another situation is that you ask them, like, you tell them you're sorry and they're like, you know what? Yeah, you should be sorry because this and this and this and this and this. I'm sorry if I'm making Leos sound bad. I don't mean to. These are the ones that I know, but this is how it is for, like, every single Leo that I've met. Like, it's just, like, really complicated. Like, they don't know what to feel sometimes, so they just don't know what to tell you because they're like, okay, yeah, I'm upset now, but maybe I won't be upset in 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna act like everything's okay. It's not just that. It's also the pride. It's a lot of things, but it's like you either know exactly how they're feeling because they tell you, or they completely act like they're not feeling that way and they act a certain way so that you don't think that of them. It's just really complicated. Like, Leos and their emotions are really strange. I don't know. It's easy to know. You'll be able to tell what they're feeling, but they won't be honest with you, so it might leave you a little bit conflicted, but you'll know, I think, because I can always tell when a Leo's upset, even if they say they're fine. I know it, and I'll be like, why are you angry? Why are you upset? Why are you this? To most of them, right? Like, my mom is one, I have a friend that's one, I have family members that are some, and I just try and get it out of them, and they don't give it to me, so I'm just like, you know what, I can't be bothered, because I know how you're feeling, you know how you're feeling, you don't want to say it out loud, that's fine. Okay, Virgo. Virgos are quite emotional, I would say. At times, I don't know, it's so hard to describe. So I'm all over the place in this video, aren't I? I don't know, it's complicated. It's just, bear with me, please. Virgos are pretty emotional. They won't really let you see it. They only let certain people see it. They're very selective of who they let into their life and who they let into, like, their mind. Very selective. So if you're really close friends with one, you will see them upset, and it's usually for a valid reason, I would say. They don't get upset over nothing. And if they do, they don't vocalize it and they don't act on it because they know it's for nothing. So they're very rational in that sense. Like, they're not going to unleash their problems onto you and all that. Like, no, like, they're actually pretty in control of their emotions, and I really like that about them. That's why I get along with them a lot at times. They only really come to you with their problems when they need you, and I think that's fine. Like, I don't know, I like the way Virgos deal with their emotions for some reason. I think that it's really rational. Virgos are very creative, so kind of like the Pisces, they'll use their creative outlets and they'll put their emotions into those. So they'll be writing some songs, they'll be doing some videos, they'll be drawing, they'll be painting, stuff like that. Like, I just feel like they tend to do that when they're upset. Virgos have an addictive personality. I forgot to mention this, Pisces do too. Virgos and Pisces have very addictive personalities. So if they're smokers, like, they'll be smoking some cigarettes like crazy when they're upset. If they're drug users, they'll probably use more drugs. If they're into alcohol, they'll probably go to the club and pop bottles that weekend. Like, Virgos and Pisces are like that, which is funny because they're opposite signs. I just realized that. But I guess they have some similarities. But yeah, so Virgos, you don't always know when they're upset, but when you do, take it seriously. Libras, you'll know when they're upset because they'll vent. They like to vent a lot. They like to tell you all their problems. So you'll know when a Libra's upset. Either that or they'll give you the silent treatment and they'll just be really quiet and they won't say much and they'll just be like in their heads because they're thinking everything through, because they're super indecisive. They're indecisive about their feelings too. They don't really know what they're thinking, what they're feeling. So they're just in their thoughts, in their heads, just overthinking things to the max. And that's where the silent treatment comes from. They're not intentionally ignoring you when they're upset. That's something they do when they're angry though. They do it on purpose. I feel like when they're upset with you, that's when you'll get the silent treatment. But when they're upset with someone else, that's when they'll come to you and vent and tell you everything. So I guess you'll know in both situations. If they're upset with you, they won't really tell you everything at that moment. They'll tell you later on. Lastly is the Scorpio. Happy Scorpio season. Scorpios, when they're upset, they are by themselves. That's it. Like, they're just alone. They won't talk to you. They will not talk to you. Don't try to talk to a Scorpio when they're upset because they will not talk to you. They'll ignore you. Straight out ignore you. If you message them, they'll ignore you. If you call them, they'll ignore you. They won't talk to you. They might disappear. They might go on a trip. They might go to their friend's house for the weekend. They might, I don't know. I'm just like coming up with some random shit. But Scorpios disappear and it's not fun to deal with. Scorpios are interesting people. It's not that hard to upset them because they have really high emotions. Sometimes they'll act like they're okay. They like to act like everything's fine, life is perfect, sunshine, rainbows, happiness. Or once you've hit a certain point, they get into a very deep, dark, like, not depression, but like, I guess it's as close to depression as you can get without it being depression. You know what I mean? Like, they'll get into their feelings and they'll just need to be alone. Like, they won't talk to anybody. They won't talk to their family. They won't talk to their friends. They won't go to school. They won't go to work if they can avoid it. They will just avoid people, social situations, interactions at all costs. Scorpios, I don't know. I feel bad for them when they're going through stuff because I feel like they usually have a good reason to be upset and it's usually because people really cross them. And if I've mentioned this before, Scorpios are loyal until crossed, so they feel it even harder. So all in all, Scorpios are a pretty interesting sign. They're pretty easy to read and yeah. As always, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm happy that I'm back and doing my Zodiac videos again. I forgot how much I love to do them and plan them and edit them. It's just so much fun. So yeah, just don't forget, guys, if you want to tell me what you guys want to see and you want specifics, like for example, if you're a Leo and your boyfriend's a Taurus, you want to hear about that, send me a DM on Instagram. List it down below. Because if you don't tell me that, I'm not going to post a video on a Leo and a Taurus. Because why? You know what I mean? So yeah, just you guys, if you want to see certain things, DM me, follow me, and I will do it for you guys once a week, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the video, like I already said, I think. Subscribe, like the video, share if you want, comment your sign. You know the drill, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and stay cute. Bye!
A little bit of bass. Oh boy, it's a mystery.